Certainly we know that our Lenten journey, and indeed our spiritual journey, is meant to unite our hearts and our minds to the Lord, to make him the focus of our lives, to give him glory in all that we do. I think we get that. The other part we may know, we may say we know, but we struggle with, I think, not that we don't struggle with the first part, but we struggle with the fact that this union, this growth in the Lord, is also deeply rooted in our service to others, and not just uniting our minds and our hearts to Christ, but becoming other Christs in the world, of reaching out, being his hands and his eyes and his ears and his voice in those situations that call for it, to be his compassion and his mercy. And it begins very simply by recognizing others around us as made in the image and likeness of God. Nothing too complicated or secret about that. It's pretty simple. Recognizing the fact that they too are loved and desired by God, and that they too are worthy of respect and love, and that they too should be included in our prayer life. It's hard to disrespect somebody if we're praying for that person. It's very difficult to do, because our prayer brings us more and more to the Lord and helps us to see with the eyes of faith. And that's what Lent is meant to do, is help us to fine-tune the eyesight so we can see with those eyes. To fine-tune the hearing, that we may hear the voice of the Lord calling out in others. Because oftentimes when we're quick to dismiss the other, or using the words of the gospel, to judge or condemn, it's to avoid dealing with the flaws within ourselves, the weaknesses within ourselves, the failures within ourselves. If we tear down others below us, we seemingly kind of get ahead of the game. That's not spiritual growth. That's sinking the entire ship. And so we gather this morning to be nourished by his word, and most importantly, be nourished by his body and blood. That in sharing in that body and blood, we too may be transformed more and more and more into his likeness and his image. And that this season of Lent becomes a graced opportunity for us to grow in that identity, in that reality. That we may recognize his presence and voice in all of those that we come across this day.